Straight ahead on 12 News, not a good plan B. What this man did after being laid off in Plymouth. Then, a well-designed solution. One man's landscaping background comes in handy at a Brooklyn Center bus stop. But first, rare birds.
This bird came from Germany.
That caused a rare problem. 12 News starts right now. A Plymouth family's pets ruffled the wrong feathers. Now the city says they need to go. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexandra Renslow.
And I'm Mike Johnson. Vera and Valerie Partika have 6 months to find a new home for their pigeons. And they tell our Renee Bonneau it's all because of a technicality.
This bird is called Armavir pigeon tumblers.
Valerie Partika is proud to show off his beloved rare birds.
This bird came from Germany.
He's been keeping pigeons since he was a 7-year-old boy.
That's his hobby. I mean, he grew with them. He had them in Ukraine, and this is something he loves.
He's had these pigeons for about 18 years, including the last 10 at his current home in Plymouth.
It's like family, yeah.
The Partikas say all that time the birds never bothered anybody and vice versa, until recently when someone made a call to the city.
Not really complain of noise or pigeons. It was just if we can have them on the property, you know.
The city of Plymouth doesn't mind birds like parakeets or parrots that you keep in your home and you don't have to alter your house to keep them there. The Partika's pigeons aren't allowed because they're kept in the shed outside.
We just ask if we can just keep them.
Despite a last-ditch effort to appeal the city's order, the Partikas were told the pigeons can't stay.
We allow it for you, we allow it for everybody, and there could be situations created where it's not healthy or it's not a good situation, it's not a domestic animal.
So now the Partikas have to find a new place to keep their 30 pigeons because selling them is not an option.
No, he would not sell them. No. That's out of the question.
In Plymouth, Renee Bonneau, 12 News.
The Partikas own several acres of land in East Bethel and are considering keeping the birds there.
A South Dakota man is accused of robbing a Brooklyn Park gas station. 18-year-old Brandon Parsons is charged with first-degree aggravated robbery. According to the criminal complaint, Parsons and a juvenile from Brooklyn Park escaped from a drug treatment facility in South Dakota. They stole a car and drove to the Northwest Metro. The complaint says Parsons entered the Noble mobile gas station and robbed the store with a knife. Parsons faces up to 20 years in prison if convicted. Meanwhile, Brooklyn Park police arrested a pair of 20-year-old men they believe are responsible for a rash of car break-ins. Both face charges of misdemeanor theft. They were arrested in the southwest part of the city near Iris Drive and Wyoming Avenue. Police say they targeted vehicles that were unlocked. Officers credit an alert neighbor who spotted them peering into cars.
A Bloomington man is accused of stealing hearing aids from a Plymouth company where he worked. The value of the hearing aids, more than $1 million. Tyvuth Lynn is accused of stealing dozens of hearing aids from Rexton in Plymouth. A Rexton manager was able to unravel the theft by making an eBay purchase from a Bloomington address. Lynn worked at the Plymouth company for 25 years and he told police he stole the hearing aids when he learned he was being laid off. Well, he saw a problem in Brooklyn Center and figured out a way to fix it.
And the solution that Jerry Evans came up with is now helping to keep others a little safer. There's a little more to Jerry Evans' front yard cleanup than just a lawn.
I'm cleaning out under the benches.
3 southern pine benches and a rock retaining wall are the solution to a problem at the bus stop outside Jerry's childhood home.
Well, it's safety for the kids, number one, and for the people crossing.
The 72-year-old retired landscape designer built this bus stop waiting area along busy Brooklyn Boulevard after seeing 3 young kids and a mom too close to the curb.
And the kids are right out here, you know, and she'd pull them back and pull them back and pull them back. I said, this is nuts. Oh, it's very dangerous. These cars come down here 60 miles an hour.
It's 35 miles per hour along Brooklyn Boulevard, but there's a big difference between being here and being here when cars zip by.
Well, it draws people in. I mean, if there's families resting here, there's, you know, it's part of the neighborhood now, so.
Eric Zarnoff remembers what it was like before the benches. He says Jerry's work makes a big difference.
We really put a lot of effort into it. We appreciate it.
The City of Brooklyn Center recognized Jerry's effort too.
It's a random acts of kindness awarded to Jerry Evans for contributing to the community spirit of Brooklyn Center.
He built the resting area in the name of safety, but in the process, Jerry Evans also helped build a little sense of community.
Yes, all in the name of safety, because it's basically all about safety.
Jerry is still concerned about safety along Brooklyn Boulevard and 51st Avenue. He's now lobbying the city to make some other changes around that intersection.
When an armed man tried to steal a student's laptop at the University of Minnesota this week, more than 60,000 students were notified by an emergency text alert. So how do smaller schools like Hennepin Technical College handle issues like that? When police were looking for an armed man after a triple homicide last spring, college officials used a text system called Star Alert to notify students. It is also used when there are weather outages or power problems.
We've utilized it several times so far just this school year with power outages, severe weather. We always provide the severe weather alerts anytime there's, a severe thunderstorm in Hennepin County. We'll put out that alert so that folks know, okay, in the event you have to seek shelter, please be thinking about, okay, you might hear this announcement.
Well, more than 9,400 students and faculty get those messages if they sign up for the alerts. From holiday giving to holiday shopping, up next we'll have tips to get more bang for your buck.
And later in sports, it's a big day for an impressive group of local college-bound athletes.
But first, the 40s return with a shot at 50 degrees this weekend. The next time you go to the dentist in Golden Valley, bring along a food item to donate. There are barrels for non-perishable food donations at Bassett Creek Dental, as well as at the Police Department and City Hall in Golden Valley. PRISM is collecting the food, and cash donations are also needed.
Earlier, feel free to send PRISM a check, because for every $1 that you give, they can buy $5 worth of food. So although we love to bring the boxes of food over there, the cash is always nice too.
Yes, it is. And with a recent reduction in food stamp benefits, PRISM says the need is higher than ever. Shoppers are checking off that holiday gift list early this year, but you can also get a jump on your charitable giving.
Reporter Shannon Slatton has both of those tips and more in today's Money Savers.
Thursday is the day when you can possibly maximize your charitable giving in the 5th annual Give to the Max Day.
We have over $200,000 in prize grants, so when you give to your favorite cause, it goes even further. You can win special prize grants for your favorite causes.
Here's how it works. You can give online to the charitable organization of your choice through givemn.org. Throughout the day, there are contests and drawings where your organization can earn even more money. Here are 3 highlights to tell you about this year. For the first time, you can donate through your tablet or smartphone. You can donate to K-12 schools again this year, and look for 5 Power Hours scheduled where the charity that receives the most donations gets an extra $1,000.
Not every donation will be matched on Give to the Max Day, so what you want to do is look for the Double Your Dollars icon on an organization's page, and that means that that organization is offering matching grants. So that means that when you donate there, your dollars will be doubled.
You can give starting at midnight on Wednesday night. Again, the website is givemn.org. Now, you aren't imagining it. Shoppers are already out in force trying to get a jump on that holiday shopping list.
I'm trying to beat the rush and get some good deals. There's been a lot of good deals already.
It seems like this year is more of a busy season than last year, so everyone's kind of pre-shopping a little bit earlier.
The holiday decorations are up and shoppers are out too. Managers at the shops at Arbor Lakes anticipate a busy December. The National Retail Federation says overall holiday spending is expected to be slightly up this year, with the average shopper spending about $750. The biggest part of a person's budget goes to a gift for mom, dad, or a close family member. You can discover new ways to save money this holiday season by taking a free e-course called 40 Days of Holiday Saving. Maple Grove money saver Carrie Hasha is offering the free e-course that will teach you how to serve a holiday feast on a budget, how to buy the hottest toys for less, and much more. Log on to her website, pocketyourdollars.com, to sign up. It goes the 40 days leading up to Christmas, which begins November 14th. And that's Money Savers. Back to you, Mike and Alex.
All right, thanks, Shannon. Coming up, what's the word of the day? That's a good question for students at one Brooklyn Park school.
But first in sports, highlights from 2 early season matchups in girls hockey. John Jacobson with that and more when we come back. Well, lots of decisions finalized today for high school athletes, soon to be college athletes. A big day.
It is, you know, and nice to kind of get this out of the way too and look forward for the ones that are still in the sports this winter and spring to get it done. It is a special day for some of the top local athletes and their families, along with their high school and future college coaches. Today marked the start of the National Letter of Intent signing period for basketball, volleyball, and a few other sports. At Champlin Park High School this morning, 5 student athletes signed. Ian Smith for men's basketball, Cole Grebner and Luke Dahlman for lacrosse, Alexis Alexander for women's basketball, and Ari Sampson for volleyball. At Osseo, 5 athletes signed Division I or II tenders. Girls basketball player Isle Port, volleyball standouts Jackie Jones and Megan Pekarik, and boys basketball players Wheeler Baker and Ian Tyson made their college choices official. At Wayzata, 4 athletes signed, 2 with Big Ten schools, Sarah Burnham at Michigan State and Jack Holmgren with Iowa, both for golf. In addition, Elena Sonneson signed with Vermont for Nordic skiing, and volleyball player Mariah Halverson signed with Wayne State College in Nebraska. 6 athletes signed at Hopkins, and at Armstrong, Emma Terrace signed with Bemidji State for hockey, Indigo Thompson with Virginia Commonwealth for volleyball, and Kaylee Roy for lacrosse. Here's what some signees had to say about their college choices.
I like that the community was just so involved with the basketball program, and they just had so much support behind them. The players are like a family, it's just one big family there.
I really like that they were all about defense, because that's one of the main things about Osseo. So I like that that's going to transition from here to there.
It was really tough, I thought. There's definitely a couple other teams that were awesome, some other coaches that I really liked, some other teammates that were awesome. I mean, the University of Minnesota, that would have been a great place to go. I know a couple of people on the team and stuff like that. But I felt like I kind of just wanted something a little different, you know?
Academically, it was the best of all the schools. Taking a big step outside of my comfort zone to go to a big city was another big thing for me. Coach DeRocher is an awesome coach. He knows a lot about girls hockey, and he really cares for everyone in his program. And when I was out there on my official visit too, as soon as I got out there, I just kind of clicked with all the girls. So it just was kind of it was a kind of an easy choice.
When I got there, it was just everything that I didn't know I wanted. It was perfect. My coaches had just a way of speaking that I was just like, yes, this is where I want to be. And the team was just girls like me, and I knew that's where I'd fit in.
The signing period for football and soccer is in early February. Here now is a look at all of the seniors from the area who signed to play Division I or Division II athletics next year. While the weather turns colder outside, the girls' hockey season is heating up. The Maple Grove girls look to move up from the middle of the pack in the Northwest Suburban Conference. Coach Rob Potter's team facing the Centennial Cougars. Centennial's up 1-0 when Gabby Hughes carries it into the Crimson Zone, zips a shot home. It's 2-0 Cougars after 1. It's 3-0 Centennial when Maple Grove comeback begins. Summer Thibodeau sneaking a shot through. Crimson pull within 3-1. 45 seconds later, Taylor Wente drops a pass for Peyton Olson for the quick shot and goal. Just like that, Maple Grove is within 3-2. And they aren't done yet. Abby Larson brings it out of the corner and gets a shot on goal. Haley Herdeen knocks the rebound in, and it's a 3-3 game after 2 periods. but Centennial goes back in front on a nice effort from Annika Linzer. Her first shot hits the pipe, but she buries the rebound, and it's the only goal of the third period as Centennial wins a good game, 4-3. Also in girls hockey, Champlin Park faced North Metro. Early first period, the Rebels' Sydney Pellifs gates alone out front and scores her first goal of the season, 1-0, 4 minutes in. 36 seconds later, though, North Metro ties it. The rebound goal, scored by Anna Ballweber, comes on the power play, and it's 1-1. And it stays that way for about a period and a half when the Rebels' Gabby Paulsrud scores her first career varsity goal. Champlin Park leads 2-1 after 2. And the Rebels break the game open in the third period, scoring 3 goals, including 2 from sophomore Kaylee Martinson as Champlin Park beats North Metro 5-1. And that is a look at sports for today.
All right, thanks, John.
Thank you, John. There is a new fitness event coming to New Hope this summer. You can sign up for a biathle, not to be confused with a biathlon, which blends cross-country skiing and rifle shooting. A biathle is running and swimming. It will take place August 2nd at New Hope Civic Center Park. The event will feature 11 age groups from 10 and under to 70 and older. For most participants, this biathle will include a 200-meter swim and a 3,000-meter run, 1.7 miles on the run. Well, they are the future. They could also be future wordsmiths.
What have students at a Brooklyn Park Elementary School quickly turning the page? We'll be right back. Osseo is a small city, but it's giving the locals a taste of the big city. You could say Central Avenue is a mini Eat Street with a variety of restaurants and shops, including those with some ethnic appeal.
I like the varieties, you know, and it keeps our town going and everything with, you know, different varieties of stores and everything and shops.
Opa!
Yeah, it has been a big change in the last 20 years.
Oh.
Coming up on Thursday on 12 News, we'll show you how some small ethnic shops are bringing big business to the area. And finally, at Garden City Elementary School in Brooklyn Park, students are growing their vocabulary.
We're here today to give you each your own dictionary.
Today, the Maple Grove Rotary Club handed out dictionaries to third grade students at the school. The students couldn't wait to open up the books and write their names inside the book covers. This is the 5th year the club has donated dictionaries. The whole idea is to get the students excited about reading.
We buy these books from an organization that started a number of years ago. In fact, since 1995, they've distributed 17 million throughout the country for third grade students.
This year, the Rotary Club handed out 800 dictionaries.
I love it,
Yeah.
searching the words.
When I was in high school, teachers handed out dictionaries. I still have it.
I still have mine too. It tattered, but we have it.
Right. That's it for now. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
We'll see you back here tomorrow.